Debonair. Okay.
What's good, y'all? Shout out to Notification Gang, hitting the like button. And the video didn't even start yet, y'all, but there's ones in it. I appreciate you anyway. Yeah, man, I had somebody send this to me, man. I think it's about like 7 minutes or 10 minutes long. I can't wait to see it because I already read the title. Husband realized his wife is a murderer. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to figure out what's going on, sir, because you dodged the bullet. Your wife could have killed your ass while you were sleeping. You know what I mean? But let's get into this, man. I know no talking, straight to it.
Can you tell me how you came to know Taylor?
Through working PI cases.
Okay.
She'd come over to our house every now and then. She met my wife. They became friends.
Did you guys ever have a falling out or?
Never. From doing this job for so long, I would just pick up little lies from her. Stuff just didn't start seeming right. She would disappear for days. You couldn't get her on the phone. Greg and I would try to call her. You couldn't get her on the phone.
Taylor had been known to go missing for days at a time, but this time was different. She hadn't been seen for over a month before she was found. Early on, cops believed her disappearance was nothing out of the ordinary, but she'd left everything at home, and what little texts she sent to her friends were in language she wouldn't normally use.
I mean, I'm sure now you've read the news and everything.
Yeah.
You kind of know the date that we're talking about. Mm-hmm. Have you had a chance to go back and pinpoint where you were on the 8th of September?
It's I can't remember, but I'm trying to do the very best I can so I could tell y'all the best I can. I went to the bank yesterday to pull my statement. I know I ate lunch at the seafood place at 9 Mile in Pine Forest. I ate there. And I remember eating by myself, and I remember Ash not being able to make it because she was tied up with work.
Taylor was last seen on the 8th of September, so Zach attempts to recount what he was doing that day. Given that he used his debit card to purchase food in the area, it's likely that his story is true. What's interesting, though, is that he mentioned he was out on his own as his wife was busy with work. It seems that he fully believes this to be the truth. And while he knows his wife has been questioned about the murder, he doesn't know that she's currently the #1 suspect. The cops aren't trying to learn more about the case. They're trying to determine if Zach had a hand in the murder, or at the very least, turn him against his own wife.
Do you know anything about this money that Taylor had given you all?
No, absolutely not. She's never given me anything. I've never got anything from that. No.
Okay. Do you know anything about your finances?
No, to be honest. I give her when I work a case or and I got a settlement from my attorney, I hand it straight to Ash. She takes care of everything.
The money the detective is referring to here is a sum of $34,000 that Taylor had given to Ashley for safekeeping. Taylor was going through a divorce and wanted the money away from her own accounts. But instead of putting it in a safety deposit box as promised, records show Ashley put it into her own accounts. By the time Taylor wanted it back, she'd already spent all of it. Coincidentally, Taylor only asked for it back on the 8th of September. If it's not already obvious by now, Zach is a very caring person who obviously trusted his wife a lot. So far, he's provided solid answers to where he was when Taylor disappeared and his involvement in the couple's finances, equating to almost none. But the detectives have to rule out any involvement whatsoever, so they decide to discuss where the body was found.
So your wife stole that woman $34,000 and then got mad at her because she asked for the money back, but she had already spent that money? Y'all have to be very careful with, and I get it, maybe she doesn't have any family members that she can trust, but what she should have done was what they said, which is what I was thinking to myself. Why didn't you just put it in a safe or take the money out in cash and hide it somewhere in the walls of your house or under your bed or in the mattress or whatever the damn case may be? I don't trust anybody that much to give them $35,000 and tell them hold on to it until further notice. Hell no. That goes for friends, family, and if you get offended, oh well. I don't know what to tell you. Matter of fact, I do know what to tell you. Would you give me $35,000 to hold on for you? No, exactly. This is getting a little crazy, and I'm thinking in the back of my mind that, bro, you had to know something, bro. You over here, oh, I give all my money to Ash, and then she handles all the finance. Come on, bro, and not to speak down on any guy that does do stuff like that. I'm not speaking down on, not talking negative about it. It's just weird to me, in my honest opinion, man, because it's just like, come on, bro, you knew something, bro. You knew something.
Property up on Britt Road,
Mm-hmm.
and that's owned by her aunt and uncle.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been out there?
Yeah.
When's the last time you think you were out there?
The last time I went out there is when I traded my four-wheeler for a side-by-side. And that's the last time I've been. Before that, I couldn't tell you.
But when was that?
A couple months back.
Your phone number, the 554 number, do you always keep that on you?
Yeah, I reckon.
Do you ever loan it out to anybody?
No.
Okay.
No.
Would you
No.
ever loan it to anybody? Or
No.
do you remember Ashley ever using it, taking it with her?
No. Never.
Okay, did it ever get lost or stolen or anything and get replaced?
No, not that I recall.
Okay.
This might seem like a random question, but phone records actually played a huge part in uncovering the truth in this case. Not only did they show Ashley on the property Taylor was found dead at on the 8th, but they also showed Taylor's phone at a wedding Ashley attended the very next day. But Taylor was never seen at the wedding or anywhere else after that date. Detectives here are just trying to confirm that if suspicious activity was discovered from Zach's phone records, there would be no way to argue that it wasn't him in control of the phone. But remember, Zach still has very little idea surrounding the true nature of this case. He doesn't know how much evidence the cops have against his wife. All he's doing is defending himself and providing answers that'll hopefully solve the case. So given his compliance so far, the detectives decide to try and question him about some more physical evidence.
Do you own any 9mm
Yeah.
handguns? What kinds?
A Glock.
Just one or
Yeah. I've got a lot of guns. So a lot. One Glock 9.
what model?
19.
19? Okay. Do you know how Taylor died?
Yeah, for Ackerman told me that the girl was shot, and he heard that from Mulchan.
So Ackerman told you and he got it from Mulchan?
Yeah.
Okay. And did he elaborate on anything else?
He just said that they thought the girl was shot.
Okay. Did you ever buy Ashley a gun or anything of that nature?
Man, over the years, yeah. I bought her a 380 one time,
What kind?
PPK.
Okay. And does she carry a firearm?
I haven't seen her one in quite a while. Not at all. Mm-mm.
Do you own a 38
I-
airweight?
Yes. And she used to, that's the last thing I ever remember seeing her with was a 38 airweight. And that was, I haven't seen her with that in I don't know how long.
I mean, I'm interested. Did you kill or participate in the death
Absolutely
of
not. I would
whatever?
never.
This question.
Okay. Whatever.
Did you kill or participate, or do you have any knowledge?
Zero, Jason. Absolutely none. I don't want to be nowhere near it. No, nothing involved with it. Nothing. I know nothing about it.
The detectives are now trying to ramp up the pressure slightly. Zach has seemed extremely comfortable up to this point, and they're likely just trying to test whether that's because of the more casual nature of the interview so far, or if it's because he genuinely is innocent. However, Zach stays calm, and his body language confirms this. As the pressure mounts, Zach doesn't lean back, cross his arms, or really become closed off in any way as a guilty person may. Instead, he leans forward, maintains eye contact, and his statements are clear and concise. His posture here is one of confidence and cooperation. His feet are flat on the ground, and he's leaning towards the detectives, proving that he feels safe around them, and that he's got nothing to hide. In fact, this is just one of two different positions Zach has assumed throughout the interrogation. The other being a more casual, upright position with his hands and legs open. Zach is doing everything he can to appear innocent, and yet the pressure continues to mount.
What do you think happened to Taylor?
I couldn't tell you, Jason. I mean, I don't know.
And maybe they are right. Maybe he has absolutely nothing to do with this woman's murder. Maybe he didn't. I mean, it's a little unreal to actually believe that he knows nothing, number one, about the murder, number one, but also about the money. What about the money? What was the money? What was the money spent? What was the money spent on? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Did you even know that your wife homegirl gave her that $34,000 to hold on to? Did he know about that? Maybe he didn't. I don't know. But let's keep going.
I mean, nobody deserves to ever get anything happen to them like that whatsoever. I don't know, buddy. I don't know what happened to her.
And, I'm asking you, as this investigation continues, whether it's text, phone records, computers, financials, is there going to be anything that hinges you up or ties you?
Absolutely nothing.
Well, not just being involved in the actual murder,
Money.
but as far as, afterwards.
Helping conceal.
If any person in this world was like, hey, Zach, come help me do something, I would run from that mother as fast as I could.
Let me just, hell, it's all over the news.
Yeah.
You've read it.
Yeah, I've read
Right.
it. I'm
And I mean,
trying to swallow it and figure it out. I mean, it's like, it's terrible.
but you've read it, so you know at least some of the details. Just based upon that and your knowledge of the job that we do and the job that you used to do, what's your thought?
Feelings aside.
Just logically.
I can't see her doing something like that. I mean, she's super intelligent. She's got a
Master's degree.
yeah, or is it master's or I don't know, one of the two. And that's just sloppy. I mean, that's sloppy I can't see her doing that.
There's obviously a lot going on in Zach's head right now. He obviously doesn't want to believe his wife killed someone, but his years of experience as a PI, coupled with all the evidence against his wife, logically have to be convincing him otherwise. Not only were there the bank statements and the cell phone records, but Ashley was even caught on camera at a hardware store purchasing the exact same type of cement that was used to fill Taylor's grave. At this point, though, the detectives have seen all they need to. Zach takes a minute to discuss a few things with his lawyer, and he signs a search warrant allowing them to obtain all his cell phone records. Eventually, Zach is cleared of any wrongdoing and is allowed to return home. His wife, however, was a different story.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Ashley MacArthur, guilty of first-degree premeditated murder with a firearm as charged in the indictment.
Ashley MacArthur was sentenced to life in prison with a mandatory sentence of 25 years and is now serving her time away from her husband behind bars.
Can't trust nobody. I can't trust nobody, bro. Shout out to the person that sent me this, man. If you made it this far in this video, first of all, thank you. If you haven't already, please make sure that you add me on all social media platforms. Also, too, while you are at it, please make sure that you are hitting the bell next to assume you're subscribed. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe, number one. But hit the bell and make sure you select all notifications, so every time I make an upload, you get notified. You know what I'm saying? But make sure you add me so you can send me whatever video I want me to react to. This was good. This was crazy. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking, yo, he had something to do with it. But I guess they proved that he had literally no ties to it. Say less. Cool. That was crazy. Oh, that's crazy. This woman stole this lady money and then got mad at her because she asked for her money back. Imagine trusting somebody to the point, family or friends, imagine trusting somebody to the point like that where you give somebody $30-something thousand and it's just like, yo, you're good. And then you come back 6 months, a year, however many years later, and you're like, hey, yo, listen, by the way, bro, I'm gonna need that 30, I need that 35K back, 34K. What's up? And then they come and kick. That's crazy, man. I want you to comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this video, man. Thanks for watching. And until next time, please, man, y'all be safe, America.